Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello and welcome to the Bedcast. My name is Ken Laguzzi and this is my co-host Stefan Christian. Stefan, how are you tonight?
I'm doing outstanding.
Really?
Welcome to the Bedcast, everyone.
Wow, that was you started answering my question.
We tried.
You know what? Was it not 3 seconds ago I said that we were going to try to be more professional and more put together this go around?
You just said organized. You didn't say professional.
Well, listen. Last time we did this was rough. I'm not gonna lie. No, it was a rough episode.
it's rougher now.
Yeah. Well, no, we've been told we got critique and feedback and we hath improved. We got a new light after me subsequently breaking one of the video lights. And so now we have a light that hopefully won't go out. But also it is a heat lamp. So robes and heat lamp, and I'm actually getting kind of hot already. Not gonna lie.
And the coffee.
Yeah, and we have a new backdrop. A couple new things added there. There's a couple of Easter eggs for those of you who are more keen-eyed. If you can name them or do a little like James Bond zoom in kind of thing. Mission Impossible, like magnify. Then send us a screenshot and. Maybe you might win a prize that's not of any monetary value, but just Stefan's love and affection for you. If that's enough of a prize.
Yeah, love and affection.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to the first person who can pick out any of this.
There's like a tiny little one that's like it's like the golden ticket kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Just one.
So let's just jump right into it, shall we?
I agree.
So what's on the agenda tonight, Stefan?
All right, so we got coffee of the day, we got song of the day, we got story time, movie review.
All right. Yes.
And then a bit of a Q&A.
Oh, wow.
And we'll
All
wrap
right.
it off.
We actually have questions.
We do have questions.
Wow.
Well, people have a lot of questions. But different questions.
But I can't believe
we
that
can't
people
answer on the
actually
show.
care enough. That's incredible to me. You listen.
They're just pity questions.
They're just like, all right, well, these two guys, I guess they're not going to stop anytime soon. So I guess
we'll
we'll
make
just,
it fun.
Yeah. All right. So coffee of the day.
Hey, that works so well.
Wow. Cheers. All right. So tonight we are drinking Kick-Ass Coffee by Kicking Horse. And I will continue to say the word ass.
Watch your language.
No, ass. Because this is the biblical ass that we are talking about.
Oh.
Yes, the donkey that kicks and apparently makes coffee. Henceforth, they kick ass. Their logo is a donkey. And I would say this is pretty good coffee. Like, I really enjoy this a lot more than the Stumptown last time.
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
That was weak. This is definitely kick ass.
It's stronger. It's darker. It's got a heartier taste.
Yes. Oh,
It's more like actual sustenance coffee as opposed to weak.
I would say you would not like it
sadness.
if you don't like bitter things. Like, coffee is already inherently bitter, but this one's got a little bit of like an extra bitter thing going on. Like, there's no kind of hazelnutty overtones or anything. This is just a pure cup of Joe. I think in like the purest sense of what
It's a cup
that would
of
be.
Kick-Ass Joe.
It is.
Not sponsored.
No, we are
sponsors.
not sponsored by Kick-Ass, by
Please.
the way. We highly recommend, but we are not sponsored. But if they would like to sponsor us,
One day.
one day, there's always monetary gain to be had on the internet.
Well, in real life, depending on how low you go.
Well, right, but the internet especially, I feel.
Internet's a little bit easier.
I would say, yeah. Because what are you gonna get sponsored to do in real life? Like, you know what? I'm alive today. I woke up and today is sponsored by Reese's. Live your life to the fullest.
Wouldn't it be weird if like every day was sponsored by some company?
Yeah.
I feel like we've got a movie idea.
Every day is sponsored by a different company. It's like Nike, just do it. And like on that day, you have to do something new.
You just work so much.
Right. State Farm, or wait, no, what's the Save Money Live Better?
Shoot.
Save money, live better. That's the power of Allstate. No, no, no.
It's like Walmart or Lowe's or something.
Oh, Lowe's.
Lowe's.
No,
yeah.
no, Home Depot. Save money, live better. That's the power of Home Depot.
What's the more saving, more doing one?
More saving, more doing. That's the power of. Oh wait, maybe that's Home Depot. I don't know.
Hang on, I got
No,
it.
save
I
money,
got it.
live better's Walmart. That's Walmart.
Hang on. Okay, save money, live better.
That's Walmart. I guarantee.
All right, what's that?
I
It is
100 for Walmart.
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 Yay! There you go. You're on a roll. All right.
I know my. I want to make sure I didn't blow out the mic. Shoot, I really don't need to overload. No. Don't provoke it. All right. So let's move on before we get too off track. Because again, I told myself that we'd be more organized this time, and I feel like this is going to derail so quickly.
It already kind of
best.
did with the
Yeah.
slogans thing.
Yeah. All right. Before I can derail anymore, song of the day, Stefan. I'm under the impression that you chose our song of the day today.
I did indeed.
All right.
So today's song is Saturday Sun by Vance Joy.
We cannot play any of this song due to copyright reasons, but continue.
Yeah.
Unless you'd like to sing a little part ditty of it for us.
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's the only context you're gonna give him.
I met someone out on the West Coast.
Did you? You met me.
I did meet you on the West Coast.
Yes. Yeah. Is this why you chose this
Yeah.
song?
I gotta get back. I can't let this go. Oh, Saturday Sun.
Hey.
That
Hey,
works.
this is a song about us.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I appreciate
You're my
this.
Saturday Sun.
Oh, all right. That just got weird so fast. So fast.
That's not even weird for us.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. We haven't done an long pause. I need to gather my thoughts. This is a lot.
After that.
It's been a number of weeks. So in my notes it says first week ... But that was under
Yeah.
the implication that we did this in our second week.
Yeah.
So this was planned to be a weekly thing, but due to some circumstances, a certain somebody didn't show up for recording one night, and
this is good coffee.
and we didn't get an episode recorded, and then it just kind of spiraled, and the next week we didn't do one, and so we're about, what, is this our 5th week into the semester now?
Yeah, it's our 5th week.
Wow. God, 5th week. It's already been a month.
As soon as we're done with this, we will be 1/3 of the way through this semester.
I don't like that. We really need to pick up the pace on these episodes, you know?
We gotta have just like 4.
4.
We gotta have more than 4.
All right, more than 4?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. So
we'll aim for 5 and see where it goes.
well, okay, no. I think that we could do some like special episodes. We'll do our Sunday night ones, but then we'll do some special ones, like a Halloween special or a Christmas special. But I also feel like we can't just give them to our audience for free. I feel like we need to like incentivize
Extort money from them?
Well, no, not extort money, but I feel like there needs to be some sort of incentivization, whether that's in likes or views, or you know what the big YouTubers do, right? It's like, if this video gets, you always get like the little, if this video gets 5,000 likes,
we'll do another video.
I'm so glad.
We'll up the ante.
In what way?
I don't know, 5,500 likes?
For us, the ante is just the wall behind us. It just continues
Yeah.
to get more and more cluttered.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
All right, fair. So like, if you guys want to see a Halloween spook cast episode or a Christmas cast episode, then I guess drop a like and a comment down below.
Yeah.
On whatever platform you're listening or watching. My brain's mush.
Okay, so here's what we'll do for this. I'm totally making this up on the spot, but for sure like the video if it's YouTube.
Right.
And drop us a comment there. Let us know how we did. What do you think we could do better? Drop a suggestion. Drop a question.
You're just
you're like the ending of the podcast.
No, you're inviting it now. You
I
said,
know.
let us know what we could do better. Oh,
critique.
No,
Constructive criticism.
you just opened the floodgates.
I know I
Like
did.
you God.
Well, now that the floodgates are open,
This video.
So let's talk about the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
How are your classes going? What classes are you taking? What's been fun so far?
Yeah. So music major. Music major.
Me undecided.
Yes. You everything could be major.
It's all ambiguous.
New world.
A dazzling place.
See, you have a beautiful voice. You just don't let people see it.
I just don't full send it.
Right. You do need to full send it. You
A
full send it.
dazzling place.
There we go. I never knew. That's all we're gonna give him.
You and me. Me.
All right.
Back,
music major.
Back to this.
Music major. Yeah, first couple of weeks, it's been interesting. I've been trying to adjust to a flexible schedule. I learned with a music major, you don't really get a lot of free time. It's most of your time's practicing, but you can get called on about any moment to do anything. So like I'll get emails at times of night where I probably should be asleep, like, 1 in the morning. No, not 1 in the morning, but like, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. when it's like I should be in bed, right? And it's like, you know what? Learn this song or learn the Latin text for this or the Italian text for this before tomorrow. And I'm thinking in my head, all right, well, you're lucky I'm up, first of all, that I saw this email.
Yep.
Secondly, I don't know Italian. So, verb, I know what we're doing tonight. We're learning Italian, apparently. So I don't know if my appearance changing from the last episode is indicative of my state in life, but as you can see, the hair is starting to become overgrown. The facial hair is coming in. The scruff
is unkempt.
Well, okay, so surprisingly enough, in between the time that we recorded the first episode and this episode, somehow Stefan managed to shave, but then grow back whatever he had in a short amount of time. Yeah. Which it's looking good. It's looking good. I got this like kind of gross like Johnny Depp thing going on. I really can't grow a lot here. So
It's getting there.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
I won't sugarcoat it, but I like it.
Wow. All right.
I won't sugarcoat it, but it sucks. No, you're beautiful, man.
Right.
I love you.
I think the classes that have been kicking my butt the most have been core. Core classes are.
Core is fun.
Core is.
Like you said, it's a kick-ass class.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes. Our science professor is probably one of my favorites. I love our theology professor, but our science professor, if you're watching, Professor Soper, we love you and we want to be like you when we grow up. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but yeah, he's a redneck Socrates, basically. I think that just sums up all of what he is. He really needs to make that Twitter.
He does.
Yeah.
Doctor, please make the Twitter account. He's never going to watch this, but in the off chance that you are, we need at redneck Socrates.
Redneck.
Redneck Socrates. I'm slurring my words. It's bad. It's not good. It's yeah.
Is it getting a little late for you? Past your bedtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually go to bed at like 7.
Yeah. Not really.
That's not true.
That's really not true.
It's not true at all. But I feel like it. Yeah.
I know that when Stefan gets tired now, he compulsively lies. He just like starts as it gets later. The fibs get bigger. It's like, it starts out at like 7 o'clock. Oh yeah, I usually go to bed around this time, and then like you hit 12, and it's like, yeah, I was once the Queen of England. I was once the Queen of England. Nice. Did that
Yeah,
hurt?
I could feel. I was still like stuck up in that register. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So how have classes been for you the last night? Because I, kind of grizzled veteran here. I've been through college once before. But you, this is a completely new experience for you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm actually really enjoying it. I love core bio is a fantastic class. It makes you it really makes your brain work.
Yes.
It's hard, but I love it. It's what I came here to do. So
Yeah.
I'm
You came here
really
to do
loving
bio?
that.
So you're saying you're a bio
No,
major.
but
Dr. Soper will be very happy.
he would be proud.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
He'd be more proud if you became a bio major, I feel.
Really?
I think so.
What makes you say that?
You talk more in class than I do.
You know what? You
He's-
have good thoughts. You just need to express them out loud.
Full
more.
send. I
Full
need to
send.
full send.
Full send your thoughts. Full send
Yeah.
your thoughts. But
Soper got in a full Soper. He full on went for it with one of the questions. He was like, "What is music?"
what? Oh,
And then Kendall was being Kendall. It was Kendall's task.
it was Kendall versus the
answer
class.
this. It was Kendall versus the class.
Yeah.
You took them on.
Thank you.
stood
Thank
it.
you.
That was good. I was impressed.
I tried to stand my ground as much as possible. I was
At the very least, you faked standing your ground to the.
I faked standing my ground,
highest
so I
degree.
didn't stand my ground.
At least faked.
At least
if
faked.
not stood your ground.
All right.
You could have fooled me.
Could have fooled you. That's fair. That's fair. So, okay, overall, classes for you, how's workload, stress load been, mental state, physical state?
So long as I don't write an essay that's twice as long as it needs to be, I've been doing good.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of writing lately.
Yeah.
Which, for somebody who, if correct me if I'm wrong, is not the
Writing is not my thing.
Yeah, you
Not at all. No way.
Not your first love.
Give me some numbers and
See,
I'm
that's what
happy.
makes you and me so good, because I love to write and I hate numbers with a fiery passion. So,
I love numbers with a fiery passion.
yeah, just numbers are difficult for me. I've never had a good relationship with them.
And I haven't had a good relationship with writing. So it's a perfect blend.
It's a perfect blend. So speaking of perfect blend, not really. We've had a couple of experiences within these last couple of weeks that have been interesting and fascinating. Namely, one in which we were leaving a friend group night. And I don't know, would you like to tell the story, or should I tell the story?
Oh boy. So
I have
we have the bathrobes.
and I have a hat.
You do have a hat.
I have a hat. I have multiple hats,
Yes.
but I have one hat in particular.
You do.
Yes.
So the hat in particular is a safari hat. Lovely thing.
It's
looked great on me.
It's usually called a
If I do say so myself.
a pith helmet.
Pith helmet?
Yeah, PITH.
Pith helmet.
Pith helmet.
Okay.
That's what it's like.
So I had a
traditionally
pith
called.
helmet.
Yeah.
And the story behind this is my lovely sister, who also goes to this school, wanted us to go mess with some of her friends.
You
we did
forgot
so.
to mention what I was wearing.
You were wearing this like Fix It Felix outfit.
It was not a Fix It Felix outfit. Thank you very much. It was I bought it for the meme level male romper.
Everything we buy is for a meme.
Yeah, sure. I guess. Did we buy the bathrobes for a meme?
They kind of are a meme. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
male
I was
romper.
wearing I was
hat.
wearing a male romper. You were wearing the bathrobe and
Bathrobe and no shirt.
yes, no shirt underneath.
That
You
was
had
a
pants
combo.
on,
And
right?
the pith helmet. I did have pants on, yeah.
It didn't look like you
I
had
put my pants on for the
It
apocalypse.
did not look like you had pants. It looked like you were wearing nothing underneath the bathrobe,
Yeah. So
which contributes even more to the best part of.
which leads us to our next step. So we go hang out with friends. We're just chilling.
And there's a sorry to cut you off. There's a section of the dorms, kind of. We live in quads here, so we live in the Theta honor section, and then there's a Global Village, Wittenberg, and then there's Bella, which is the girls' dorm on
Bella
campus.
Amore.
Yes, which is only girls.
All girls dorm.
Which it's now our mission to try to move into.
We need to move in, man.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard that they usually reserve one room for guys at times.
I don't know if they reserve it for guys,
Well,
but it has been used.
Yes,
for guys.
it has been used for guys.
Yeah.
The cringe when you said
Anyway.
that. And all right, yeah, moving on. So yeah, we were over at Bella hanging out with girls and guys.
Was there another guy there? Yeah, Josh was there.
Yes.
Yeah, we had one other guy there. So we were just chilling, playing some card games,
Yeah.
having fun. The hours passed, and it's late at night.
It was time to go home.
It's like 11 p.m.
It was time to go home and sleep well.
So we stand up from this card table, and we somehow got on the topic of Mulan, and it's the be a man thing.
Oh yeah.
All the strength of a coursing river. Great typhoon.
Great typhoon. It's all the something of the raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to this section on speed, and keep in mind I am shirtless, wearing shorts, having a bathrobe, and a pith helmet on my head.
Shirtless, wearing shorts doesn't look like he's wearing anything underneath the bathrobe.
They blended very well.
Yes.
The shorts were also dark blue.
Yeah.
And so I full sended out of Bella, sprinting down.
Took off. Like there's the staircase,
I
and
just
he just
took off.
jumps down the entire flight of stairs and just starts running. And as he's running back to the dorm across the quad, there's a security officer walking by. We have security on campus, keeps us safe. We love you guys. Campus safety. No, come on. They helped me out with a car jam the other week. All right. So
that's nice.
Yeah. I couldn't start my car, and that was an issue. So love those guys. But yeah, he was walking by, making sure campus is safe, and all of a sudden you get Stefan in a bathrobe, looking like he's wearing nothing underneath, wearing a weird hat, running at full speed from the girls' dorm. And I just started laughing because I'm like, I wonder what must be going through this man's head. And unbeknownst to Stefan, who just is completely oblivious at that moment, does not realize what that.
No, I knew exactly what that looked like.
It's like, all right, well, thank God that he didn't stop you and ask questions.
I would have, I would have been so embarrassed to him, like, something's up, something is not right. And I feel like you guys would have just bailed.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of it. I was leaving Bella fully clothed. I was in the right
in a male romper, but fully clothed.
Fully clothed though.
Yeah.
I at least I didn't give the appearance that I was not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an experience. To whoever that security guard was, we know that you're probably not watching this, but Stefan has something to say to you.
Thank you for not making that even more awkward than it was. I really did not want to have to explain why that was a thing.
It's like, okay, so like pretend I'm the security officer. Sir, why were you running from the girls' dorm? Are you wearing clothes underneath?
Yes, sir. I am wearing. This is not what it looks like.
Son, are you wearing a shirt?
No, sir.
Are you wearing pants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What is that on the top of your head?
A pith helmet, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
So you were going on a safari in the girls' dorm.
In the girls' dorm.
In your bathrobe.
In my bathrobe.
With no shirt.
With no shirt.
Son,
Definitely
what am I
not
supposed
sprinting
to?
out
What am I
after
supposed to
quiet
think
hours.
about this, son?
That I was playing cards with my friends.
See, I don't feel that 2 + 2 = 4 here.
It equals 5.
Oh Lord. Lord.
Okay. Well, enough of that.
Enough of that. All right. So we also did something last night that I think Stefan had his first stupid college experience. To explain why both of us seem a little loopy, tired, not fully with it tonight. We had the decision to spend 5 hours watching movies.
Yeah. 5
namely
hours.
2 movies. Stefan watched his first horror movie,
I did.
last night. I wouldn't necessarily classify these movies as horror movies. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below. But I feel that they're more coming of age movies with horror elements. But you watched It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2
And Chapter 2
in one sitting.
I did.
Yes.
They were really good. I mean, it's maybe it's I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Character?
Kendall explained this to me. He's like, so here are options. It was It and I don't know what the other movie was. Doesn't really matter. And I was like, I really don't want to watch It tonight, man. It was like 10.
It was like 10.
It was 10.
It was 10.
Okay, you know what? You know what?
What?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Actually, I love It. Okay. Tangent over. I was thinking, man, I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of horror movies. It's not really my thing. And Kendall's like, well, I only have it for like 44 more hours. And I was like, well, shoot. All right, full send. Let's do it. So he flips it on. Not knowing that my worst fear is clowns. I hate clowns.
Yeah, so
much.
I didn't find out till like about halfway
Midway through the movie.
Midway
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
movie that you are deathly afraid of clowns.
Yeah,
Which
and
would have been
like-
helpful for you to tell me beforehand, but instead
Well,
you
I-
decided to save this information.
Clowns are like the only really scary thing that's not like, I don't know, the dark or death or something. The crushing weight of
that
reality.
got dark fast.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
did.
like the dark or death or yeah.
Anyway, so about 15 minutes in, Kendall pauses it because he sees that I was like tired and stressed out. I was just quiet, which I think he thought I was like either not liking it or super stressed out or super scared. And he's like, all right, man, there's not as many horror elements in it. It's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I
and
had to talk you down a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But as most stories might go, and then it sucked, and it wasn't at all like he said, and it was fully horror. It actually was exactly that.
Yeah.
The story was character driven. I saw a lot of us moments or me or Kendall moments
Right.
in the kids. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Namely
And-
Richie and Eddie.
Namely Richie and Eddie.
Yeah.
And it was honestly one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
Really?
This man just throws out constant, fantastic movie
Ever want a movie recommendation?
recommendations. Yes, that's the
I'm
word.
your guy.
He is the guy.
I-
He is the man.
I love
the
movies,
myth,
man.
the legend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love movies, and movies are a passion of mine. And you haven't seen many movies, so it's the perfect combination.
Yeah. You know what? It really is. And
Yeah.
we seem to have a similar taste in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
We watched several comedy movies. Most recently, Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
That we enjoyed laughing over some of the same dumb stuff that
We both enjoy kind of dry British humor.
yeah, we do.
It's not so much the American humor that gets us, but more the kind of subversive, subtle
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
the subtle, really well executed humor is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. And so
Fantastic
there
movies.
was one thing that was interesting with the It movies, and I don't know if you noticed, but I think I had mentioned something to you about it afterwards, was that I almost prefer the second movie more, which is something that's very rare because there's very few sequels that I feel like are better than the
Actually,
original
though,
movie.
A lot
Right?
of sequels are so much worse.
Right. And so with this being the second episode or sequel to the first Bedcast episode, tonight we are dubbing Electric Boogaloo. Are you aware of what Electric Boogaloo means, Mr. Stephen Christian?
Let's assume I don't.
All right. So Electric Boogaloo is a meme that is long dead and should not be resurrected, but we are resurrecting said meme because it is a common phrase used for bad movie sequels, which I feel is
Apt for this scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, there was a really bad movie with Ice-T back in the 80s called Breakin', and it was really bad. And they decided to make a second one called Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. And it's kind of become the trope or stereotype for any bad sequel. So anything along the lines of the Despicable Me 2s of the world, or the I don't know, what are some movie sequels that are just really just bad to you? Because there's some that are great. You know, you get Star Wars, right? You know,
The original trilogy.
yeah, yeah.
The original
Empire
trilogy
Strikes
sequels.
Back, right? That's
Yep.
a great sequel.
Outstanding sequel.
Shrek 2, outstanding sequel.
Two very different movies.
Hey, listen, Shrek 2 is a masterpiece. All right, that I need a hero scene. I need a hero, and like he's like friggin' like on the giant gingerbread man with the fairy godmother. That's a scene. That is a moment in cinematic history.
I will admit that is a glorious moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's good movie sequels. We're not saying that every movie sequel is bad, but if you were to try to rank your worst movie sequels, in your opinion, what would those be?
I mean, it was the third movie, but it's not like Voyage of the Dawn Treader was a fantastic
In
movie.
Narnia.
Narnia.
We're referring to Narnia.
Yes.
I
How many other Voyage of the Dawn Treaders do you know?
I didn't mind Voyage of the Dawn Treader, but I think it's
Yeah,
just
I
because
didn't mind either.
It's
but
not a needless. See, I think you're getting the wrong. It's not a needless sequel because it actually was in the.
Well, yeah, no.
It's a series of books. It's like saying that. Well, yeah, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire wasn't that good of a movie. Yeah, like, they really didn't need to make that one. Well, it's a series of books. That's like kind of part of the story. If you cut that, right, that doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm talking needless sequels like Ice Age, Continental Drift.
That was a fantastic movie.
Oh my god. Have you even seen it?
I have seen it. Yeah.
Have you?
I have seen all of the Ice Age movies.
Those movies are kind of
If
a fever
nothing
dream
else.
for me. I literally remember like about this much from those movies. I remember Sid the Sloth with the
Sid is great.
sloth,
Sloth.
like friggin' lisp.
Sloth.
Yeah,
Sloth.
but other movie sequels that are really bad. So far, the only movie sequel that you're just a bad sequel right now.
I give up.
All right, bad movie sequels. Cars 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It didn't hold a candle to the original Cars. Not even close.
I don't think anybody liked the secret agent thing going on. Kind of Mission Impossible with Mater.
I mean, Kid Me did, but that was Kid Me and not current me. And
I probably should have like planned this beforehand.
bored.
But worst
Probably. Yeah.
worst movie sequels of all time. All
I
right,
could vamp, but yeah.
so I'm gonna read off a list of the worst movie sequels of all time, and I need you to A, tell me if you've seen it, and B, your opinion on it. All right.
The first answer is probably going to be no for most of them.
Yeah. A lot of these I know you haven't seen. All right. What do you think of Home Alone 2? Lost in New York.
You know I haven't seen Home Alone.
You haven't seen Home Alone?
We've talked about this like 7 times over the past 4 weeks.
This boy.
I feel like everyone is just screaming right now.
Yeah. At home. Grease 2.
Grease 2?
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber 2. You like. Okay.
I feel like all the actual bad movie sequels I've just purged from my memory.
Superman 4: Quest for Peace. That's a famous one. Superman 4.
I have definitely seen all of those.
Really?
Yes. 100%.
And
Totally.
What's your
for sure?
Oh,
definitely.
Okay. You really haven't, have you?
I have not.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2.
Why would you think I've seen Mall Cop?
I don't know. You haven't seen anything. Son of the Mask?
No.
Sister Act 2?
No.
Wow. Well, this segment died and failed.
It did die and fail. Should we just move on? I feel like...
All right, I got one more thing on movie sequels for you. I want you to take a movie. What's a movie that you feel really just does not need a sequel? Like, it's just a standalone movie, and you think that a sequel would ruin the entire thing. Do, 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 do. Ba, 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 ba,
I'm going to go with an easy answer and say Tangled.
Tangled. Tangled does not
need a movie.
Okay,
does
not need a
not
sequel.
need a sequel.
All right. Disney has now tasked you with making a sequel for Tangled, and you need to pitch right now. What is your pitch for the story?
Don't do it.
And don't Electric Boogaloo it. Or Electric Boogaloo it as much as possible.
Boogaloo it as much as possible?
Yes.
First of all, Mother Gothel comes back. If we're Boogalooing it, Mother Gothel comes back. We're doing it with like, all of a sudden, Rapunzel has like magic powers for like plants or something.
What?
Or she can like control the sun.
Well, she can control the sun now.
Yes, she can control the sun. She can control plants. She can heal absolutely everything. And Mother Gothel is an undead zombie.
She's an undead. Okay, what happened to Eugene?
Eugene is made a zombie.
All right.
And Rapunzel has to go on a quest to save Eugene using her sun plant superpowers. Meanwhile, Maximus has been turned into a human. And
wait, we've seen this before.
Have we seen this before?
Shrek.
Really? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I Electric Boogaloo did that.
Right.
Did I ruin it or did I make it good?
I don't know. Well, all right. I got questions.
Isabel, let us know.
I have questions. All right.
What are your questions?
I need to clear up. So Eugene and Mother Gothel both are zombies.
Yes.
This version.
Mother Gothel.
So where's the zombie obsession coming from with this?
You said Electric Boogaloo it.
All right.
I don't know.
Why zombies?
Well, what do you want? She's a mummy?
What does Boogaloo have to do with zombies?
They're zombies that can use the electricity.
All right.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, you said Electric Boogaloo it, so I'm doing it.
No, fair enough.
I am ruining it.
Fair enough. What caused them to be zombies?
Well, the town's called Corona. So there was this disease that came from where the flower was planted.
That has nothing to do with anything in real life because YouTube is now censoring videos that say anything that has to do with this in fear that it's going to spread misinformation. So a disease that has no semblance to a disease that we have in real life. Not so ever. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Well, all right, fine. The city has a name, which you should look up. And you'll know.
I might bleep out when you said that in post.
You should do that. That would be awesome.
Yeah?
Oh, I'd love it.
All right. I'm probably not going to. But
I could just keep dropping it throughout the podcast.
Oh Lord, that would make my life a nightmare. Stop! Don't.
Okay, so back to It and It 2.
All right. Mentions that and then starts coughing.
Yeah, these even if you don't like horror movies, find a friend to watch.
How did we get back to this?
Because we're still on this technically.
Well, no, but you wrapped up
Stefan
a segment before we were even done with it.
Well, you were talking about the
I think you just
city
Electric Boogaloo this entire podcast
the
episode.
City. I didn't blow it. What did you say? I'm sorry.
This is what I mean when I say you don't listen to me.
Electric Boogaloo.
God.
We ruined everything.
That's not just something you say whenever you met. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, you just got punked. You just got Electric Boogaloo. God help me.
We just yeah. Okay, so find someone to watch it with.
You know
It's
what was a
great.
movie that did not need to happen?
What?
The Lego Movie 2.
I didn't even watch that.
I didn't watch
thing.
it. I saw the trailer and I was like, you know what?
Nah.
This doesn't need to happen. Bill and Ted 2. There's one. Actually, no, now they're starting to come to my mind. Shoot. It's like as soon as we're like starting to wrap up the segment, all of a sudden they come into my mind.
Well, let's...
Bill and Ted 2.
Okay, shoot.
Not needed. Like literally, I watched the trailer. I'm not gonna pay that much to watch it on streaming or whatever. But that just does not need to exist. Also, Independence Day 2.
Oh yeah,
That
you
kind
did
of stuff
mention
doesn't
that.
happen again.
No.
No.
It's
Also, they didn't have
Good
Will
grief.
Smith, so
that's like half of the...
the first movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like all of the first movie. That's like where it gets all of its charm.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have watched Independence Day. I will say that.
It's just
like 8
another
years ago.
early 2000s. Was it 90s or early 2000s? It's just another one of those period, like that was like the time when all Hollywood was end of the world movies. And so like without Will Smith, it's just another one of those movies.
Independence Day is July 4th.
What?
That's the wrong information. And the film,
Thank you, Google.
the film was made. Thank you, undisclosed browser.
We don't have
bleep
to
that out,
censor
too.
everything.
No, we do have to censor everything.
No, we don't.
Yeah, okay. Independence Day was made in 1996.
1996.
Yes.
Okay, so it is a 90s film.
It is a 90s film.
Fascinating.
That's
All right.
what you call films that were made in the 90s.
What do you call films that were made in the 80s?
Pre-90s films.
Just everything 90s is just the new metric. It's like, nah, you know what? Screw 2000. That's like,
Yeah.
that's too cliche.
Yeah.
Y2K.
Nobody cares about the 2000s.
Do you not remember Y2K? Oh, you weren't born
What?
yet. I wasn't born yet, but like, I know about Y2K.
You weren't born yet. I wasn't
Do you
born
know
yet.
about Y2K?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so Y2K was like this thing where like the whole world was freaking out right before, like 1999, right before it turned like the year 2000, because they believed that like with all their computers and electronics and everything like that they would lose, like the world would lose all its data, like in everything. And the stock market would crash and everything like that, because they didn't know if clocks were made to like reset at that point. So basically they were like, well, like the date and all of the calendars on the computers and things like that is just going to reset to 0 once it turns the year 2000, because they didn't know if it wasn't programmed to yeah. And so everybody was like all afraid of losing their data and stuff like that, and the world was going to be a complete mess because like everything was just going to be broken, including the economy. And then like it turned out everything was fine, but like everybody was really freaking out about that in 1999.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know
you
that.
didn't know about that. Ask your parents about that; they'll remember.
Mom, Dad,
Yeah.
you have history. Please.
All right.
I'll have a call.
So before this goes downhill anymore, I feel like this entire episode has been one big electric boogaloo.
So far.
Yes. I think we should end tonight with answering a couple of question and answers.
I
that
agree.
We put out a couple of weeks ago when we thought we were doing an episode. And we had some wonderful people who submitted some wonderful questions to us. So right now, we will start to read out and answer some of these questions that were submitted on Instagram. And if you would like to have your question featured in the next Bedcast Q&A for Stefan and Kendall, please go follow at the Bedcast Podcast on Instagram for these kind of things. So, first question comes to us from Kendon Memes. What adventures do the two of you want to go on while in Cali? Well, for starters, when Disneyland reopens, I would very much
Definitely.
like to go to Disneyland.
100%.
Yes? All right.
I
cool.
need to experience Galaxy's Edge. I have not done that yet.
We haven't gotten to go to Galaxy's Edge. I was supposed to go this year, and then an unnamed virus happened.
Which we do have to censor because
Reasons
that we discussed earlier.
Yes. So I have one big gripe with Galaxy's Edge, and I've probably expressed and communicated this to you before,
Yes.
but I will communicate it once again for everyone to hear. But I do not like Galaxy's Edge because I don't know anybody who wants to go to a world of Star Wars in which none of their favorite characters exist.
But people love.
Are you spacing any of the characters' names?
Raylo.
Raylo.
That ship has.
We're not going to get into
needs
this
to
tonight.
sail. It's been a long day.
All right. From Cat Keys 316, we're gonna do 2 more because I realized that my camera is running low on battery. I just looked over. So if this just all of a sudden cuts off,
We're sorry.
technology. From Cat Keys 316, this is gonna be rapid fire. What has been the biggest adjustment to campus life at CUI?
Definitely living on your own. I think
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Really,
Yeah.
It's kind of the biggest thing. It's
For
living on
me-
your own, being responsible for, attending classes,
Right,
stuff
right.
like that. It's all on you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
For me, it's
Do
been
your laundry.
college in a different way than what I did last year. Online has been a really weird format.
Shoot! Dang it.
Should we just stitch? Should we
I think
charge
we
it
can
for a
stitch,
second
yeah.
and stitch?
Let's charge it.
How the frick do I...
Electric Boogaloo, indeed.
Yeah. So if the camera all of a sudden cuts out again, that will just prove that my camera is not capable of operating and filming while charging. Yeah. So we took a break. I got a squirt, one of my favorite sodas, and we're gonna continue answering some questions. I feel like something has to go wrong every single one of these podcasts, like from now on. Now. Also, I enjoy the hat. Is that the pith helmet?
This is the pith helmet.
I see. All
In
right.
all its glory.
So when we last left off, we were answering a question from CatKeys316. We already answered that. Never mind. All right. Izzy, K20. Katrina wants to know, at what moment did you know it was meant to be?
At what moment did we know that it was meant to be? I think, for me personally,
All right.
as soon as I saw your face.
I hate that. All right. I'm going to give a more serious answer. I think I knew it was meant to be, even before we got here, which is kind of the impetus for me trying to work really hard to get this to happen, was because I think it was, we had talked to each other a lot and we knew we jived in Bible study. But there was one night where we just decided, all right, we're just going to call each other. And we got onto a call. And I think it just it went down this rabbit hole and we just, I don't know, we just hit it off. It was just the kind of thing where
it was seamless.
it didn't feel like I was trying to I don't know. It didn't feel like we were trying to force anything. It just, there's some people in life where you can just start talking and they'll just click and mesh right there. And there's really nothing necessary to force it. It just happens, which I love. So yeah, I think that was kind of when I knew, was before we got here. But I think it was only confirmed on the first day, as we talked about in the last podcast. You came, you bear hugged me. But then it was just throughout that day we were buying furniture and going around the orange circle and things like that. And I'm like, this guy's just this guy's this is gonna be one of the best friends I have in my life. And this is one of those friends I'm gonna keep with me and carry with me for the rest of my life. And I still maintain that. And I love this. It's really a blessing. So
Yes, it is.
all right. Sean the Ham, 75, asked, would you want some Black Rifle coffee from Texas? Well, you see, Stefan knows nothing about Black Rifle.
Okay, I don't know nothing about Black Rifle. I know what you've told me about Black Rifle.
You see, I don't know nothing about Black Rifle.
I don't know nothing about Black Rifle except what Ken has told me about Black Rifle.
I would love some from Texas. That would be great. I don't know if there's a difference. I've not heard, but if you would like to enlighten me, please.
Are Texan rifles different from...
No. Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
All right. Sean the Ham asks, do you want me to ask a question? Wait, what? What? Don't die. I think I'm reading these in the wrong order. Well, yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we want you to ask a question, Sean.
Ask a question.
Please. That's what a Q&A is. Yes. Wait, you ask the question. You supply the question. We supply the answer. It's usually
ask a question.
Please. All right, Travis Guzzi. Respond to your question sticker. He asks, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh. Okay, this is a question, but this isn't a question. It's Star Wars. Hands down.
It is Star Wars. I have to give defense to Star Trek, though. It really was leaps and bounds beyond its time.
Okay,
and especially it had so much influence on what we know in Star Wars. It just, as far as like a space.
What are we saying for Star Wars versus Star Trek?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of Star Trek stuff. Mm-hmm. There are like 5 different shows.
Yeah, like a million different movies. Yeah.
So,
but I think just as far as a franchise, I think it really did permeate a certain section of society and a certain section of like geekdom and nerddom that like I think it was really revolutionary for the time because it tackled things and issues that nobody else would tackle at that time.
I agree.
Which it's like, they were probably one of the most out there and inclusive shows for that era.
Star Trek.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The original series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that it does need credit for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually something I have watched. Yeah, the original series is a fantastic show.
It really is.
It broke a lot of barriers.
Yes.
Probably. Well, yeah.
Specifically
it made
racially.
Some steps. Specifically racially. Yeah. I mean,
and I think it used space as an allegory.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
For like I think our relationships and our relations that we have on Earth, you kind of have the idea of these alien people, right? And people that like you're not, at least to people at that time who were alien, which we wouldn't think that today, and we wouldn't obviously assert that, but it's the kind of thing where it used space as a setting stage in order to tackle things. All right.
Neutral site.
Yeah. Discrimination, right? What is that? What does that look like in this? And maybe, hey, can we model that for, how good relations between people who are very different, but who are ultimately the same are. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really cool
At the end of the day.
thing. Absolutely. Next question. Travis Guzzi, Gandalf or Dumbledore?
Oh,
Gandalf, hands down.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the books to do a book versus movie.
Gandalf, especially Gandalf the White.
Oh yeah,
Dude, he's like God mode at that point. like no, seriously, it's like Dumbledore's got nothing on Gandalf.
That's true. Yeah, that is definitely true. If you're going purely from the movies. Again, since I don't remember the books, I would take Gandalf any day. Gandalf.
Yeah.
What else do you want?
Gandalf. He also has a cooler hat. Gandalf. No, yeah. Dumbledore's hat just looks like a weird nightcap kind of thing. It's strange.
It is a hat.
Yeah.
This is a nightcap.
Yeah. Anna Martin, respond to your question sticker. Sunrise or sunset? It's sunset for me. I think there's nothing like watching the sun go down.
I gotta agree. I feel like the rays are just more brilliant for some reason.
There's a different tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially, you don't get this with sunrises, but in sunsets, you get that kind of like pinkish purple, especially out here in LA. I love an LA sunset. I don't think anything in the world beats that because it just, God paints the sky something different every single night. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really, really, really cool.
I like the morning feel, but the look of the
There's something about watching a
sunset.
sunrise. You know, I think I love a sunrise a lot more in like the mountains. You
Yes,
go
I
the
agree.
crisp air, you smell the pine, the dew on everything from the night. Like
I also love in the mountains how you can feel like it's so cold and it's really chilly and it's like chilly to the bone.
Yeah.
And then the sun rises
Crisp.
and there's this feeling of warmth and it just melts away.
Standing
all of
out there
that
with your
icy
coffee.
feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. All right. I think we have consensus on this now.
I think so too.
All right, cool. Izzy K20. We're going to have another da-da-da-da-da. So we had some more technical difficulties. Camera died again. We need to figure out a more permanent way to get power. I feel like every single episode we just have like one more technical thing that we need to fix for the next episode. So yeah. So we got one more question for you before the camera dies again. And this comes from Izzy K20. So how was the honeymoon? Was the beach nice?
Yes.
All right. Well, that seems to answer that sufficiently.
I think so.
All right. Any closing remarks or statements tonight, Stefan?
So we
Remember, children, Santa's always watching.
We need to do this more frequently.
Yes.
That's on both of us.
Yes.
Yeah. Keeping ourselves accountable, getting enough sleep, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mainly me. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This was
Yeah.
a wild ride.
If you guys stick with us, I promise it'll get better. I know I made that promise.
Working out the kinks.
Yeah, we are.
Working out the kinks.
I think also formatting needs more progress.
Yeah. Some more polish on the script.
Yeah, technical things fixed. My battery's on 5%. So we should probably be saying goodnight about now.
I think so.
All right.
Well, good night, everyone.
Sleep tight, everyone.
And don't let the bed bugs bite.
Wow. That came out really smoothly. You want to try that one more time? Good night.
Sleep tight.
And don't let the bed bugs bite. And the TV just died. So this is a good place to end it. Woo! And